Welcome back to more action from Ghostcast, and we are at the Sweet 16 of this 2020 College National Basketball Invitational. And for this particular version and round, trying to head to the Elite Eight, you have the Bradley Braves, one of the surprise teams making it to the Sweet 16. They were victorious over Michigan State and Cincinnati, and they would take on the Florida State Seminoles in this one of the powers of the ACC. Florida State 26-5 on the year. Their 5 losses, all road losses. They never lost at home the entire season. I'll give you a little bit more on them in a minute. Get you kind of the starting lineups for Florida State. You got Trent Forrest, MJ Walker, Malik Osborne, Devin Vassell, and Patrick Williams. So the Seminoles are wearing white on defense right now as they go against the Bradley Braves. The Bradley Braves, that was Nate Kennel. He's a senior from Illinois. They jump out to a 2-0 lead. And of course, the Bradley Braves in the Missouri Valley Conference, they went 11-7 in conference and 23-11 overall, coached by one Brian Wardle. But started really hot, 13-5, then they lost 4 out of 6. There's Leonard Hamilton, the coach of the Florida State Seminoles, and Malik Osborne at the line. But Bradley won 8 of their final 10 and kind of rolled into the tournament with a lot of confidence, and then upset Michigan State, and then even more so upset Cincinnati. So 2 teams expected to do much more than the Bradley Braves, but Bradley able to get it done. And here they are in the Sweet 16 taking on the Seminoles. We are all tied after a couple of free throws. And we're tied at a pair. This is Kingsby, that's big Elijah Childs, that's Coke Bar, and they turn it over. So Bradley is going to have to deal with the all-around toughness of the Florida State Seminoles. Florida State, and they throw it away. Back and forth, they exchange turnovers, and now we'll head back the other way. Danya Kingsby, what does he do? He throws it away. Are you kidding me? Patrick Williams with the steal. This is Trent Forrest down the middle, little jump pass over here. MJ Walker swinging on the wing. Back to Walker, top of the key. We're just underway. Sweet 16 action on Ghostcast. Walker with it. Forrest on the left wing. You can see a little 1-3-1 zone by the Bradley Braves. Top of the key. Shot clock winding down now. 8-7. They kick it to the corner. That 3-ball up and good. MJ Walker knocking down a 3. And the Seminoles lead it 5-2. So the Bradley Braves, dressed in red, downloaded Childs, lay it up. He missed the shot. He acted like he made it. He put that up so nonchalantly, like it was in for sure. And as he kind of like turned to walk down the floor, that ball trickled off the rim and he missed. Bradley's in their red, defending this goal to the left. And Florida State, who also is a little bit red and white, but adds that yellow trim. They're dressed in white today. Forrest, top of the key, down low. That's a beautiful pass. Give it down low to Devin Vassell, the 6'6 sophomore from Georgia, who goes up and slams it home. He's their leading scorer at about 13 points a game. You say only 13 points a game, and I say, well, that means they're a very well-rounded, super balanced team. Another turnover by Florida State. Back down low to Coke Bar, out to Kingsby. There's number 24, Nate Kennel, got him on the board early, drives in, no whistle. I think he expected contact, but he didn't get it. So both teams not sharp here early as we're 3 minutes underway. Again, the zone for Bradley. Florida State, that time out front to the big guy, Malik Osborne, went through him at the middle. Kick it outside to Forrest. Forrest, 6'4 senior from Chipley, Florida, to Williams. Cross-court pass to Walker. To number 10, Osborne touched it briefly, down low. Vassell put it up and in. They are athletic, they're strong, and they are big. And Bradley, at least at this point, 3.5 minutes in, looks a little bit overmatched, and a quick timeout taken by one Brian Wardle. He says, we got to talk it over, guys. 9-2, the Seminoles running away with things. And you might expect Florida State to win this game. They're 26-5 on the season. I mentioned 5 losses, all 5 on the road. They lost the opener to Pitt on the road. Then all of a sudden they win 17 out of 18, and their only loss was at Indiana. After that, they win 9 of the final 12, And those 3 losses were at Virginia, at Duke, at Clemson, all places very difficult to win. So in essence, they're legit. And they play defense, they get after you. Right now they're in a zone, they knock it free. Here's Forrest coming the other way. Bradley does a good job of getting back on defense. MJ Walker on the wing. Walker has it out front, they'll reset. This is Trent Forrest, they go 2-guard front. That's Vassell with a jumper from 3 and he knocks it down. So Vassell, who's a big guy, 6'6", he's their leading scorer, shoots 42% from deep. He'd only been 8 of his previous 27 threes. That was right after a game where he went 7 for 7. Bradley shoots and misses from long. So Vassell had a game where he went 7 for 7. He scored 27 against Virginia Tech. That's incredible. But since then, he's only been 8 of 27. You put them all together, he's like 15 of 34, and that's 44%. You'd take that any day. Florida State with it, leading 12-2 in a runaway blowout here early. Remember, this is the ghostcast simulated version of the National Invitational Basketball Tournament. So 10-minute halves. They let them play on and play through. You're not going to have a game in the 60s or 70s. This game is going to be in the 30s or 40s. Kennel, kick it out. That's Kingsby for 3, who knocks it down. A much-needed score. And if you will, like nerve-settling basket by the Bradley Braves. And the Braves back on defense, right back in that zone. And this time Patrick Williams tosses it to the other team, just carelessly. What a turd. I mean, to take care of the ball, for crying out loud. Kennel with it, down low to Kingsby, driving the lane, hang in the air, put it up, no. And the rebound taken by the much taller Florida State crew. There was about 4 of them around the rim. Forrest coming back the other way. He's double teamed, swing on the wing to Walker. Down low, that ball's tipped and thrown away. Saved beautifully by Williams. And the Seminoles will get it. Osborne, back out to Forrest. Swing it over here to MJ Walker. Now to Vassell, their leading scorer. He tries to force it into a crowd, and it's one turnover after another. And inside 5 minutes, we have only a score of 12-5. So the Braves looking to inch closer. In the corner is Kennel. Did he step out of bounds? No, he's still going. He's in deep. Fake it. Kick it outside. Coke Bar in deep. Turn right hand. Hook a 4. Needs a bounce. Did not get it. And the rebound taken by one Malik Osborne. He's the big 6'9" sophomore. Florida State has only one senior. A couple of juniors, a sophomore and a freshman. They will be back for Coach Leonard Hamilton. Coach Hamilton now in his 19th year at the helm of Florida State. Formerly a head coach at Oklahoma State and Miami. Even for the Washington Wizards of the NBA for a couple of seasons before coming to Florida State. But it really kind of earned his keep at the hands of Joe B. Hall. He was an assistant to Kentucky for many, many years. And those are Kentucky teams that were terrific, right? 75, they were the runner-up. 78, they won the national title. And then in 84, on that team with Dickie Beal and Jimmy Master and Winston Bennett and James Blackman and Sam Bowie and Mel Turpin. That team went to the Final Four, only to lose to Georgetown in the semis. And then, of course, Georgetown was upset by Villanova in the finals. Here is another tournament. So that's Leonard Hamilton and his background. His playing basketball was at University of Tennessee at Martin. Kingsby for 3, no good. Coke Bar up high for the rebound, but can't get it. And the Bradley Braves are stuck on only 5 points. So Forrest will bring it back. Vassell, their leading scorer. Out front here to MJ Walker. Back to Forrest. Cross-court pass is a beauty. Now the ball's moving against the zone. That's the way you beat a zone. The ball can move much faster than a player. Swing it inside, outside, and swing it from side to side. Here's a steal by Bradley. Instead of going for the break, they'll set it up, and they'll bring it up. In the corner, down low to Coke Bar. His 6-footer, Bradley, cannot make a shot, folks. Elijah Childs was so good in the first round against Michigan State, has not scored as of yet. We're down to 2:25 in the first half. 12-5, Florida State. Another miscue. Terrible pass by Vassell, their leading scorer. And it's been one turnover after another. And there was almost another. Coke Bar, 6-footer. He's fouled on that jump hook. I think he will go to the line to shoot a 2. Oh no. You just have to hate that. What did they call? They called an offensive foul. That's the first time I've ever been wrong by one of these referees' calls in all the Ghostcast games I've been doing. Couple of subs in for Florida State. This guy is rather tall. Got some facial hair. I have no idea who he is, nor this big guy, nor this guy. That guy might know. Nope. Mass substitution for Florida State. They throw it inside. Number 42 with it. Ball's tipped free, but it'll be out of bounds. Should be Florida State possession still. Thank goodness. Quick subs. And MJ Walker and Devin Vassell coming right back into the ball game. That is the announcer's best friend. Patrick Williams back in. I love it when they bring the starters back in. Osborne with it. He's going to put up kind of a crazy 16-footer, no good. And the Bradley Braves will come the other way. So the Braves stuck on 5 with a minute and a half to go. Drive the lane, no whistle, ball free. Koch Barr, pick it up and score. And all of a sudden, the Braves are within 5. They haven't done much all game. But somehow, they are within a mere 5 points. Florida State yet to really get things going. So all the starters are back in except Trent Forrest remains out. Here's Williams, massively guarded. Swing it out to Walker. Vassell from deep. Vassell guarded by Koch Barr. He throws it away again. It's his 4th turnover. Coach Hamilton, you're right. What the heck are we doing? We are better than this. Barr in the paint. Thinks about a shot. Kick it back out, and they'll reset it. Nate Kennel on the wing. Kennel swing it up front. Darryl Brown's first touch of the afternoon. Out front. Number 3 is in for Danye Kingsby. 3 has it. Drive down the middle. Left-hand jump pass. Over here to Darryl Brown, drive in the middle. Did he charge? Yes. I think an offensive foul. If I got this one right, I'll be thrilled out of my mind. But I think Koch Barr ran over a player, and yes, he did. Offensive foul and another turnover. Both these teams lead the tournament in turnovers, and we haven't even completed one half. It's ridiculous basketball. Pass into the front court. Now Forrest is back in. He's got it there. He's the senior from Florida. Let's see what kind of shot they get. Shot clock and game clock almost inseparable here. They're just going to hold it, be comfortable. Get it to their leading scorer, Vassell. Vassell with it, guarded by Kingsby. Down low, beautiful pass, jump hook a 3, no good. Forrest missed the layup. And the Bradley Braves have a shot. Down by 5. Shot clock going down. 4, 3, Kingsby to the goal. Put it up and in. That bucket's going to count. Did they whistle a foul as well? They did. So the hoop and the harm, the goal and the guilt, the score and the slap in the face. And Kingsby will go to the line, the junior from Milwaukee, put it up and make the free throw and make this a 2-point game, 2.2 seconds. From midcourt, now they fire. Forrest from 3, that's good. And they count that bucket. That was the longest 2 seconds in the world. Trent Forrest drills that 3-pointer. And so just like that, the Braves had trimmed it to 2, but the Florida State Seminoles get a huge 3 at the end of the half and lead it 15-10. You're listening to college basketball on Ghostcast. Good look at some of the stats. One beautiful thing about the Ghostcast National College Basketball Invitational, not only 10-minute halves, but only a 30-second halftime. Why let the players cool down, risk injury, get them back out there and play? They're young, for crying out loud. Let's play the second half. And the Bradley Braves start the second half just like they did the first, turning the ball over. My college coach used to say, hey, I'd rather you throw it out of bounds than have a live ball turnover that leads to layups and easy buckets. I'd rather you kick it out of bounds and have us be able to set our defense rather than, go against a live ball transition turnover. Florida State trying to force it inside, and of course, they toss it away. Back the other way comes Nate Kennel and the Bradley Braves. Neither team has played well in this ball game. Down low, here's Kennel on the drive. He missed a layup. If Bradley had converted their layups, they could be in this game. There's no question about it. Forrest coming back, swinging in the corner. That's MJ Walker with it. Now out front to Vassell, over to Forrest. Man, they double team in the corners. That's one of their trademarks, the Bradley Braves. Osborne, swing it to Walker. Walker's got a great first name, or acronym, MJ. Some freshman back in the tournament made a name for himself in 1982, making a final shot. That bucket's good by big Patrick Williams. And Florida State has increased it now to 7. So Williams gets on the board with his first bucket. I think they need to go down low to Elijah Childs. He was such a factor, the junior from Kansas City, for Bradley in rounds 1 and 2. Darryl Brown wing, down low to Coke Barr, turnaround jumper, in and out, heartbreak. And the rebound taken by Patrick Williams. Williams will give it to Walker, who brings it up. First name or initial MJ. Forrest in the corner, goes by Trent. He passes cross court to Williams, to Vassell. Great ball movement by Florida State. Looking a little bit sharp right now. Ball is hopping. Down low, they got Williams on the block. They give it to him. Turn, shoot, 6-footer. No. Rebound Walker. Put it up in traffic. That ball's taken away. And another turnover. I don't know if it was a block shot or another steal, but either way, Bradley comes down with possession. Kingsby has it. Swinging on the wing to Coke Barr. Now over here to Kennel. Kennel's a senior from Illinois. Got the first hoop and hasn't scored since. Cross-court pass. Top of the key, Kingsby. Now to Childs. Childs, first touch in forever. It can't just be the defense by Osborne. Bradley starting to move it a little bit. Down deep. Drive, get fouled on the play. That'll do some good. You start driving in. Get a couple of free throws. That'll send Nate Kennel to the line. Nate Kennel, their premier three-point shooter. He made 23 of his last 46. What the heck did they call? That's the first time I've ever been wrong on the ghostcast simulated college basketball tournament. These referees stink. Ball in the corner. Tipped away. They steal it? No. Should be Florida State ball. We'll see in a second. I've never been wrong before, but we shall see. It is Florida State ball, thank goodness. So Forrest will bring it in. Leonard Hamilton is surviving at this point, trying to get to the Elite Eight. Osborne to Vassell up front. Vassell, give it to Patrick Williams. He's at the elbow, about 17 feet away. Now back to Vassell, weird pass. Swing it over here to Forrest. Drive the lane, hang in the air. Dipsy do a 4, won't go. And the rebound taken by the Bradley Braves. If you're wondering if Florida State's been there before, to the Sweet 16 under Leonard Hamilton twice. 2011 and 2019. To the 2000, there's a drive and a bucket by the Bradley Braves. Nate Kennel going with the offhand, the left hand that time to trim the lead to 5. Finish the thought, Leonard Hamilton did take the Seminoles to the Elite Eight just a few years ago. 4 years ago, 2016, he took them there to the Elite Eight. Trying to get back there with a victory today. They lead at 17-12, 6.5 to go. 3 ball by Forrest is good. He's only a 28%er. He'd only made 5 of his last 28 threes. That's 18%. But somehow, he just finds a way to help you win. Rebounds, assists. He's been in double figures 9 of the last 10. Childs with a touch finally for Bradley, who find themselves down 8 right now. Critical moment. Down low to Childs. Turn and face up. 4-footer. Put it up. Need a bounce. Did not get a bounce. Childs was not missing any of those shots early on. And I mean early on in the previous round when he led them to victories over Michigan State and Cincinnati. But now they're not going, albeit he's had a few touches here. Here's a backdoor pass thrown away. Childs with the pickoff. Bradley coming the other direction, down 8. 5:45 to go. They need something happening. Something good in a hurry. Kingsby to Childs. Childs goes backdoor to Kingsby. Good recovery by Florida State. Looked like he was open. Now they go down low to Coke Barr. 1-on-1. Turn. 6-footer good. And Coke Barr, the senior from Sudan, has them within 6 points again. So they're hanging around. Here's another steal, that time by Coke Barr. Give it to Kingsby. Bradley Braves, actually Kennel, making mounting a little charge here. Kingsby left wing, going against MJ Walker. Again to Coke Barr, top of the key. That ball's taken away by Patrick Williams. They call a foul. Yes, they did. That'll be substitutions. Not my favorite moment of the game. Here's a report from the sidelines saying that Brian Wardle looks up to one Leonard Hamilton, has admired him and his longevity for years. There is a jump hook of 6 foot by big Elijah Childs. The replay up and in. He was heavily guarded, but able to score. So maybe Childs, who averages 15 points and 9 rebounds a game, their second leading scorer, can start to get things going. Bradley has not been within 4 in forever, since right before the half. And we only have 4.5 minutes to go in this one. Vassell with it. Top of the key. Give it to number 32. Jeff Green lookalike. Swing it outside. Vassell, he almost threw it away. But they get it to Forrest on the right wing. Heavily guarded. He passes up a three, and he passes it to the other team. Kingsby coming. Pass down the middle. And there is number 13, fresh off the bench, Michael J. Williams, who rises and slams it home. And the Bradley Braves are within 2 and get their hands on another ball. Florida State, I think, needs a timeout. They made a couple of subs, nothing happening. Here's Forrest against the zone. The pickings are slim right now. Nothing really that open. 15 on the clock. We're now to 4 minutes in a 2-point game. This is what the fans hoped for. Forrest, swing it cross court to Vassell. He's going to have to go. 5, 4, drive to his right, spin back middle, 10-footer in the lane. Good shot. What a tough make by Devin Vassell. He averages 12.5 points a game, their leading scorer. You wouldn't think much of that, but it's such a well-rounded team. They talk about their chemistry. They talk about the way they play together, how everybody does the little things. Well, that was a big hoop. They lead it by 4. Childs out front to Dansby. Over here, on the right wing. Put it up and score. Again, a 2-point game, 22-20. We have ourselves a ball game, folks. 3:20 to go. Let's go, says Leonard Hamilton. We can't let the Bradley Braves hang around. They're not of our quality. They've lost 11 times this year. Vassell with a quick 3, no good. And believe it or not, the Bradley Braves have a chance to tie the basketball game. Right straight up top. Beautiful pass to Kingsby. First name, Danya. Danya, drive, kick it out. Oh, they had an open 3 for the lead. Back to Kingsby. Plenty of time on the clock. Kingsby, drive, pull up, give it to Coke Barr. No, down low. This is the sub. This is big number 4. He's double teamed in the post. He's going to put it up, turnaround jumper for the tie. No good. And woefully short. Need to get a sub in and get him back out. No wonder he's a sub. That was a chance to tie in the NCAA tournament in the Sweet 16. A chance to go to the Final 8. Vassell on the other side. Over to Forrest. Double team. Swing it. Good pass to number 42. Back open is Forrest. He'll drive the lane. Little crazy little layup up and in and good. So Trent Forrest has been the star of this game. Double figures in 9 of the previous 10 and headed there again. The lead is 4 with 2:10 to play. You feel like Bradley needs a hoop right here. Kingsby. Out front are the Bradley Braves, dressed in their red, the ball taken right from them. But they get it back. Here they drive down the middle. Elijah Childs misses the layup. That would have been huge. Again, could have cut it to 2. 2 minutes and under now to play. Devin Vassell with the ball. Out front. Now to Forrest in the corner. Forrest has been terrific. Vassell on the wing. Vassell swing it across. Can Bradley get a stop, or can Florida State take this to 6 or 7? Pass down low is blocked and rejected. Nice defense by the Bradley Braves. There's still plenty of time down 4. 1:24 to go. Bringing it back the other way quickly. It's a man-to-man defense, and the pressure of Florida State just too much. And Bradley turned it over for the 11th time in a 20-minute simulated game. That's about the equivalent of 30 turnovers. But Florida State turns it over. Coming down 5-on-2. To the goal is Childs, and he blows the layup. My goodness. He didn't get any sleep last night. He missed curfew. What the heck's he doing? I don't know what he ate for breakfast, but he missed a wide open layup that would have cut it to 2. We're inside a minute. Florida State with the lead in the ball. They lead it by 4. Trying to get to the Elite 8. Here's a near steal by the Bradley Braves. And yes, my favorite moment of the game when the starters come back in. Florida State will bring it in. Ball was just tipped away. At what point do you start to foul? Shot clock and game clock separated by about 9 seconds. They got him in the corner, and they trap him, and they throw it away. And a quick timeout by Bradley. So they got exactly what they needed, which is the steal. They'll take that in a heartbeat. Down 4 and less than, say, 45 seconds to go in the game. But now they got the ball. It is a 2-possession game, but they can go for a 3 here or a quick 2 and be right back in it. Here's Coach Brian Wardle talking it over. As we said, got off to a good start, but really it was the finish for the Bradley Braves. They scored about 72 points a game. They're a good 3-point shooting team, 37%. That's in the upper echelon of the nation. Not as good as BYU at 42%. Leads the nation. But here they come, down 4, under 40 seconds. Kennel on the wing, down low to Childs. Childs double team, cross-court pass, thrown away. The steals for Florida State, the turnovers for Bradley, the story of this basketball game. There's a foul by Bradley. Coach Wardle knows what's happening. They got to put him in the bonus with 24 seconds. Quickly they get it in to their good foul shooter. He's fouled in the corner. That's MJ Walker. And another foul on Bradley. How many more fouls do they have to do? They're going to take it in one more time before they get in the bonus. 22.9 seconds to go. Quick foul again by Kingsby. He raises his hand. Maybe that'll send him to the line. No, not yet. So there hadn't been many fouls, hardly at all. They get it in and a quick foul. So MJ Walker is the recipient again of another foul. Bradley Braves, sad, perplexed. Maybe their senior season coming to an end. Ball taken inbounds one more time, and a foul occurred by Danya Kingsby. So as Coach Wardle looks on, and less than 20 seconds to play, MJ Walker, the junior from Riverdale, Georgia, will go to the line. He's an 80% foul shooter. Doesn't even look like he's thinking about missing. 1 and 1. Free throw up and good. So many weapons he has. He really is a streaky shooter. He'll have games where he makes 4 and 5 and 6 threes, and then other games he goes 1 for 5 or 1 for 4. Both free throws are good. So MJ Walker delivers. The lead now 6. And you can kind of see the writing on the wall. This one may be a fait accompli. Bradley with one last-ditch hope in 19.7 seconds to come down, fire up a three, hopefully commit a foul, or get a steal, and then go right after it again. You're watching the college basketball and listening to the college basketball championship on Ghostcast. Mike Smith with you. The Bradley Braves and their crazy, wonderful, surprising run in the tournament, possibly and probably coming to a close here as they need to make up 6 points and almost nothing flat. Very, very tough to do against a tough defensive team, but Coach Wardle has them huddled around, a couple of plays he's designing. He's saying, let's run the picket fence probably. Let's give Jimmy Chipwood the ball. Anyway, here we go. And Florida State looking poised to advance. If they do, they would play the winner of Florida and Butler. Here comes the Bradley Braves. They need a quick three. They try to pass it down low. They throw it away. This thing is over. Did they commit a foul? I didn't see the foul. But yeah, they did. They fouled one Malik Osborne. He's just the sophomore. Probably the right person to foul since he only shoots 59% from the line. Free throw up and good. Get this, 3 games ago, this Malik Osborne, 6'9", made 3 of 3 threes against Clemson. Easily the most he's made in any game. Second free throw up and in. This thing most likely over. They bring it in with the final 13 seconds. Still pressure by Florida State. Kingsby in the front court to Kennel. Kennel trying to get it across. The pressure just too much, and that's really been the story. The turnovers of Bradley are what cost them this ball game. Here's a 3 at the buzzer. It's good, but it won't matter. They might count it, but that's just going to make it a 5-point. And the Florida State Seminoles have defeated the Bradley Braves. Florida State now moves to 29-5 on the year. 3 victories in a row now in the tournament. Northern Kentucky goes down, West Virginia goes down, and the Bradley Braves and the winning team, Leonard Hamilton and his Florida State Seminoles, win it 28-23, and they move on to the Elite Eight.